Hi all. So today we are going to see this LeetCode problem of the day. The question name is find the prefix common array of the two arrays. What does that mean? Okay. So the question has been given that we are given two zero indexed array named A and B. Both are having of same length of n, right? A prefix common array of A and B is an array C. Okay, like there is a common array. Okay, that is a prefix common array. That means prefix of A and B is same, right? That array is called C such that C of I is equal to the count of numbers that are present or at or before the index I in both A and B. That is the prefix common array. Okay, the explanation of this line tells that this C array is a prefix common array of both A and B. Correct? Now we have to return that prefix common array of A and B, right? And it is given, well, what is permutation it's given, right? So let us take an example. So we are given the input A is this array and B is this array, right? Now why we are getting this is because see, at 0th index we are having 1 and 3, so none of them are common, correct? See, what is the um, prefix common array? Ci means at ith index, at 0th index I'm having 1 in array A and 3 in array B, so both are not equal. See, the count of number present at or before index I in both A and B should be equal, correct? But since here I'm getting 1 one time and 3 one time here, so 1 is not present here and 3 is not present at index 0, correct? 0 or before 0 is not possible, so here the count is 0, correct? Now here I'm having at index 1, I'll be checking for index 1 as also and index 0 also at or before I, okay? And here also these two index, so we are getting how many common elements? 3 and 1. Here also 3 and 1, so two common elements, so simply we'll put 2. And here we are getting 1 2 3, and here also we are getting 1 2 3, so three common elements, so simply we'll put 3 at index 2, right? Now for index 3 we have 4 here, and here also we are having 4, correct? So here we will get 4 common elements, so total we are getting 0 2 3 4 as our output array, right? Now how can we solve this question? Similar for this also, so 2 is here, 3 is here, none is common, so 0 2 3 3 1, only 3 is common. Here also only 3 is common, so one common element, and here 1 2 3, and here also 1 2 3, all three are common, so simply we'll put 3 here, correct? Correct, right? And let us see the constraints. So the constraints are that one, okay, so, length of B and length of A should be from 1 to n, and n is less than equal to 50, right? Now this one is important, like any element of A and B is between 1 to n is the length of the array, okay? So let us see, the length of array here is 3, so at max the maximum element can be 3 and the minimum element can be 1, right? That is been provided here. This is the constraint, okay? This we will use effectively in our I will be showing two solutions. One is the brute force and one is the optimal. So in optimal one, this constraint will be required, okay? We will use this constraint. Similarly, the length of the array here is 4, right? So the minimum element that has been told here is 1, and the maximum element of both array A and B can be the length itself. The length is 4, so you see here the length is 4, so the maximum element would be 4. It cannot go 5 or 6, then the question is not valid question, right? And last constraint, it is guaranteed that A and B are both a permutation of n integers, right? Like both array and B are permutations of 4 integers or 3 integers, whatever. Now see, now I'll show you the brute force one, the brute force that I have solved. Okay, see, this is the brute force. Okay, so what I am doing here is, look, let me put up the notepad. Okay, so this solution is, you can see, I'm running a for loop. Okay, first I made an array, okay, of same size n, running a for loop, and made another function what which does the computation, right? So what this function does, like, I made two sets for the first array and second set for the next array. Okay, and I pass the index. Okay, and the count is equals to 0 in the first iteration. Okay, in the first iteration what I do, I'll check a and b, sorry, the array a and b, and I'll put the elements into our set. Okay, in the first iteration I put the array, like in this for loop, I put all the elements into the set, correct? Now what I do here is, from I to, see, first I is our 0. Okay, so sorry, index is our 0, so 0 to 0 whatever element is present, like only one element will be added in our set, right? And I'll check in both set, if both set contains the same element, then I'll increase the count, correct? If else count will be 0, so simply I'll return count, and the ci will be that count. Okay, so let us see for this example. Okay, this example, this is our first array, and the second array is 3 1 2 4. Okay, 2 and 4, right? So our first index, this I is at 0. Okay, and I'm passing that I. So what I'll do, I'll run from 0 to 0. Okay, as given here, from 0 to less than equal to 0, and I'll add 1 and 3 in our set. 1 and 3 is added in our set, and we will see, in our first set we have 1, and in our second set I have 3, right? So I'll see if 1 is present in 3 or 3 is present in 1. No, so simply our count value, let's say count, is equal to 0. So I'll return count, and in our answer array, the the ith position is 0. Okay, ith position will have count equal to 0 only. Now what I'll do, I plus plus. Okay, so I will be 1. Now I will pass 1 here. Okay, the first iteration is completed here. Now second iteration I'll pass I equal to 1 here. Okay, so I is 1. Now see, from 0 to I means 0 to 1, I'll add 3 and 1. So 1 and 3 I'll add in first set, and in the second set I have 3 and 1 also again. Okay, now what I'll do, from 0 to set size, what is the size of the set? 2. So I'll check for any of the set. I can check, like, if 1 is present in a set 2, yes, 1 is present, so I'll increase the counter and put 1. And for 3 also I'll check, if 3 is present in set 2, yes, 3 is present, so again 2 count plus plus, so count is 2. So for index 1 I have 2 common elements. Similarly I'll do I plus plus, so I will be 2 2, correct? And again I'll add 2 in both the sets. 2 is added, and again I'll check the count will be 3, and simply I'll put 3, and so on. For the next element I'll get 4. Okay, so this is our brute force approach. So for this approach we'll get the time complexity of big O of n square, because see, first for loop, and inside that this common function is running again a for loop from 0 to I. Okay, so at max, in the worst case, it will be big O of n square, and in average case also it will be big O of n square only, correct? So this is not a optimal one. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll approach an optimal solution. Okay, so first, the optimal will be in the next video because the video is already 10 minutes long. Again, in the next video I'll solve the optimal solution. Thank you.